Hello students, let us understand Baeyer-Villiger oxidation today. So it basically involves the conversion of acyclic ketones into esters and conversion of cyclic ketones into lactones by treatment with peracids. So two types of peracids I have specified on the screen. One I am taking in the first reaction perbenzoic acid, and in the second case I am taking here trifluoroperacetic acid. So there are various peracids available, right? And why this acts as an oxidizing agent? Because it has an excess oxygen with it, which can be easily acting as a nucleophile. It has an excess of electrons and it can easily participate in such kinds of oxidation reactions. Is it okay? Now after that, now we are going to move on the mechanism portion of it. These reactions are particularly catalyzed by acids. Now why is this acid requirement? Why they are catalyzed by acids? Just to increase the reactivity of the carbonyl group so that the nucleophile can easily attack on this carbonyl group, right? So let us see. So when you are interacting your carbonyl group or your ketone with H plus, that is the acid, where it is going to attack, oxygen has electron pair, so it will abstract this hydrogen towards it. As a result, oxygen will gain positive charge. After that, this oxygen has to fulfill its electron density, so it will pull the electrons from this double bond towards itself. So carbon will have now positive charge. As soon as the carbon gains its positive charge, nucleophile will play an important role. Which is the nucleophile? Nucleophile is the peracid. So nucleophiles, this particular oxygen atom will go and attack this carbon atom at this site, right? So as soon as the nucleophile adds on, this is the intermediate product you are going to get, right? However, since this oxygen atom is participating or is acting as a nucleophile, it will have a positive charge now. Next thing, oxygen will regain its electrons. So it will regain its electrons from this bond and this hydrogen will be released. So that's what is shown minus H plus, right? In the next step, what is going to happen? This particular oxygen, two oxygen atoms together, right? At this point, see, there are two oxygen atoms together, right? Now there is a carbonyl group here. So this carbonyl group has an minus I effect. So it will have a tendency to pull the electrons towards itself. So as a result, this oxygen will pull the electrons towards itself and the bond will break now. So bond will break at this point between two oxygen atoms. So now I have the C6H5 COO minus, that is loss of carboxylate ion within the reaction, and the other remaining portion. This is what is shown, right? In the next step again, there will be a 1-2 migration taking place. Where is the 1-2 migration taking place, or why it is called as 1-2 migration? Because the alkyl group which is attached to this carbon atom is going to shift from this carbon atom towards the oxygen atom. So there is 1-2 migration of R taking place from carbon to oxygen. Is it clear? So after that I am getting this particular intermediate product. Now here, due to this migration, carbon will have a positive charge. Now carbon needs to fulfill its electron density, so it will get back its electron from this oxygen, right? And then this oxygen will have a positive charge because electron density will decrease. So oxygen has to fulfill its electron density. It will pull the electrons from this bonding pair and hydrogen will be given out, resulting in the formation of an ester. Mechanism is clear, I suppose. One more point to remember within this oxidation series is that it is a concerted mechanism. See, this is a concerted mechanism. What do you mean by concerted mechanism? Concerted mechanism means that the two steps occur simultaneously. Now, which are the two steps which occur simultaneously? One is this loss of carboxylate anion and the other is 1-2 migration of an alkyl group. These two steps occur simultaneously at a single instance of time, and so it's an example of an concerted mechanism. Is it clear? So this can also be one point to remember, and this can be asked in your CET exams, or like they will give you various options the various name reactions, and they will ask you which is the concerted mechanism or which is the concerted reaction of all them. So you have 1 point here, Baeyer-Villiger oxidation is an concerted mechanism or concerted reaction. See the question now. Treatment of ketones with peroxy acids in presence of acid catalyst gives carboxylic ester and carboxylic acid. The reaction is called. Now you are very much clear what is this reaction? It is Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement. Okay. So this was your concept of Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, right? In the next series, I'll be uploading certain new name reaction and the explanation for it. Till then, stay safe and work hard.